What's up, y'all? I don't too often listen to Philip Scott. I am subscribed though. Um, Mainly because I can't. He's one of those people that I like some of their takes, but I can't tolerate them full time. And on one of his latest videos about Matt Walsh, he goes on a rant. Now I don't care about him going at Matt Walsh saying Matt Walsh was wrong. I don't know. I don't care. Right? There is it's this philosophical thing that you have to break down. Maybe at a later time, but he goes on a rant about gun control in his video and has the most ironic things to say. Like it's so weird the shit that he says here, and he doesn't realize how ironic it is. So we're gonna. I mean, he already started like about a minute ago, but I want to highlight this part and then go from there. And so let's get it.
Regulated by the states. So there was always about trying to keep black people in line. This is why they would never have true gun control in this country. Never have it. Bill O'Reilly said it a long time ago that their Second Amendment and even what happens out of it, that's horrible things, is a price you got to pay for freedom. This is their wicked mind. They constantly having terror attacks in schools. That's what it is. And they could, with a stroke of a pen, end it. They could.
Okay, I wanted to get that specific part right out there. With the stroke of a pen, end it. Okay, that wouldn't end it because there's still going to be guns out on the street. You have to take those guns off the street. And for as long as people have legal gun ownership, especially when they die off and they go to their kids, blah blah blah, those guns are always at a risk of going on the black market, which means this still can happen. So you can't end it with a stroke of a pen. I'm hoping that wasn't literal, okay? Or even not like literally the guns disappear, but like literally the shootings would stop because that wouldn't. Also, it will result in you trying to take something from people that they don't want to give you. That's like the beginning of a war, Philip. And then when you say terror, school terrorists and all that shit, the ones that the media highlights, don't happen in black schools. Happens in like non-black schools. So I'm not sure how that would mean. You know that is a terror for what that would mean for black people specifically. Also, the, the as far as terror goes, dude, I went to a black school. So come on, like there's terror that happens there too, by the students. That's why they need so much damn policing up there. Despite gun, they got metal detector shit. Guns not a problem there, but they have a huge terror problem there by the students themselves, who kind of operate like they're like the lead dude at a prison or some shit. Not like some of them sell drugs, but you get what I mean. They dominate the school and it causes a whole bunch of problems. I wouldn't consider that white supremacy. Okay. Now I'm gonna skip down the line to where he where the irony comes in of what he's talking about.
Telling you that black empowerment and empowerment is about empowering yourself, your family, your community around you. Anybody telling you that that's wrong and all that black empowerment, they are an idiot. And they believe in they can go be with Massa. Tell them that. Just go with Massa and beg.
Now there he's talking about black empowerment. Please explain to me how your any group of people, your community, black community, whatever group of people you can think of that wants to be empowered, can be empowered when the government, and I couldn't find this. I'm gonna try to redo it. But how can you be empowered when you only want the people who you say want to oppress you are the only people with firearms, with power, with lethal power? How are you empowered if that's the case? You see, the pro blacks, when I hear them talk, they all seem to have this common idea, which is no guns, but also let's go beg for shit on the street. What? Let's go protest and make them like. What backing do you have in that protest? If all they can do, look at Canada. I use this example a lot. It's the only example I need. Look at Canada. When they people was over there protesting during C-19, their government trampled over them with horses, which is attempted murder. Trampled over them with horses. They don't have gun rights there. They can't. They can't even shoot the horse down. They can't fight the fucking horse. It's a horse. Meanwhile, in America, you would have to do that. You had to do that with a tank. They get a big old army brigade of cops with like super covering shields and helmets and shit, barricades with cars. They gotta do that here. Meanwhile, in Canada, go get a horse for an entire stampede of people. That solves the problem. Where's the empowerment, Philip? Where is the empowerment there? Where? That's not empowering. The fuck?
Republican policies are better for black people who's doing that. You understand? Both of them racist. Both of them, Republicans and Democrats, they are both white supremacists. So let's establish that. But if you are
So both parties in America are racist. They both don't. Neither one of them gives a damn about black people. But again, you want to limit the gun ability, the ownership in America. You want to limit that. You don't want the Second Amendment to be a thing. Why do people like this not understand that, as a black person, you also can go buy a gun. You also can form your own militia. Go do it. And then now all of a sudden the shit you're demanding has a little more weight to it. Literally, quite literally has a little more weight to it. But no, you want to just, please fix my problems or please get out of the way, all while they have all the power and all you can do is just keep asking. Keep asking, right? He mentioned somewhere about, I'm not going to go find it, but he mentioned somewhere about the Joe Biden $600 report thing, right? And he also mentioned welfare, food stamps, Section 8, all that, mentioning that the government just wants to keep black people there, keep them underperforming, so on and so forth. Again, it's the constant rhetoric of they just want to basically own you in a way. He didn't use that word in his video, but that's what I interpret it as. They just want to own you and keep you in fear and keep you in check. Well, when you throw your hands up and say you're the only one who can own, the lethal shit, it's kind of what you end up with. And I'll end it on this because a lot of people ask people this question when they say what I'm saying. From what I always hear pro-blacks talk about, it makes no sense that you try to get things from the government by asking, aka begging. It makes no sense. At some point, the shit you're asking for that you say they keep taking from you, if they're taking your independence, if they're taking your freedom, if they're literally, you said that you mentioned, like, what is his name? One of the black guys that died at the hands of cops. A lot of you say that they take our lives justly. The system is made for them to be able to take our lives and get away with it. Why would you want to just nicely ask for that to stop? Why? All the Black Matters live riots and all that shit. Why would you want to do that with no firearms? Why? Because now all of a sudden that barricade with the shields, it means a lot less when that same big Black Lives Matter riot people were over there with their guns, their AR-15s and shit. But keep doing it your way. Keep putting those same groups of people out there who can be defeated with smoke grenades and batons. Keep putting those people out there because that does it. It's gotten us quite far, Philip. It's gotten us very far. The non-violent in modern day is working really well. Really, really well. Gotta admit it. It's definitely got the education up. It's definitely got the home ownership up. It's definitely got the wages up. Is It's done quite a bit. It's done so much, people like you barely complain. Be right, not like Philip. I'm out.